Yo, what up, fam? This is KG from Top Prize Podcast coming to you with a new podcast with my beautiful, lovely wife, Jessica Green.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah, she beautiful. She crazy as shit too, but I love her to death though. I love
Don't be a choke.
her. Name of this podcast is called Unexpected Twist,
Because you never know what you will expect.
especially coming out of her mouth. Coming out of her mouth? Oh, Lord. Woo. I might be on the phone with her. Sometimes I gotta say, hey, you on speakerphone? You on speaker?
That's funny. Not the speak on words.
Because you will come out of your mouth. Lord, have mercy. It's crazy. But today we're gonna talk about something that's been talked about a lot, and listening to how people answer these questions when it's constantly asked, even though me personally, the question is really fucking stupid. But the question is what, babe? What's the question?
What do I bring to the table? What do you bring to the table?
These nuts? What you talking about? These nuts? Nah, let me quit playing. Bullshit aside. All bullshit aside. It's one of the stupidest questions I hear consistently, especially when I hear grown ass men asking women what do they bring to the table because I'm a high value man.
He's gay.
Sassy. They call it sassy now, right? They call it sassy. We can't say gay. You're going to get us cancer.
Stop.
You just started. Taking the cancel already. He's sassy. Sassy.
There we go.
Call him flaming grits. Call him flaming hots. Damn it. But honestly, when I'm hearing grown men saying, "Oh, I can prepare my own meals, I can pay my own bills, I can do this, I can do that." Me personally, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Because at the end of the day, a woman is there to complete you. My job as a man is to provide a table for her to even come to sit down to. If I don't have a table for her to sit down to, how can I ask her, what can I bring to the table? So stupid to me, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I'm tired of hearing it. I'm overhearing it. I'm overhearing it. I'm tired. It just makes absolutely no sense. It's our job as the man to take care of our woman. And it's our woman's job to feel secure enough to take care of us in the same manner that we supposed to take care of them. Because at the end of the day, a man is supposed to lead regardless. And if we're not prepared to lead, then how do you think your woman is gonna follow?
He's already asking that he only want one thing from you. If he tell you he can do all of that, it's only one thing you can give him. Well, it's really two. You can give him another man, or you can go ahead and just give up the cootie cat because that's all he wants. He don't need you for nothing else. But if a man do ask you that question, you can either avoid the question or you can just tell him simple. I don't know what you go get. You could bring the table, but I don't know what you go get. Depends on my mood. It depends on you. It depends on what I should and shouldn't be putting on this table. That's all it is. I can come with the platter, the silverware, and the brain that you need. But if it's not worth it, why would I do it?
Well, honestly, in retrospect, it's like I'm trying to get the ideology of it. I think that they're trying to go to something a little bit deeper than just, oh, she's bringing this, she's bringing that. I'm thinking on the lines of, if I'm coming to you and I'm doing everything as a man, I'm talking about making you feel secure, financially getting everything that you need where you don't have to spend your own and making sure that you're good, then you supposed to be what we call our peace, like our mental stability. You supposed to handle the things that men can't handle. And it's like men are very one track minded. We're very one track minded. And it's like we focus on one thing, and then we be like, oh, I was supposed to do this, I was supposed to do this, I was supposed to do this. That's what our woman is there for is to keep us balanced and make sure that we are doing everything. We dot all our I's and crossing all our T's. That's what the woman is doing. And for me personally, instead of asking what can she bring to the table, my thing is ask her, how can you help me emotionally, physically, when this world is beating me down and beating my ass when I walk out this door? When I come home, how can you relieve that stress off of me in ways where it doesn't have to be a sexual or it has to be or any other form of physical contact? How can you help me grow mentally when everybody else is beating me down? That's the question you should be asking. Because if you ask a woman what she brings to the table, she's gonna say, well, I make this amount of money. I drive this car. I have this. I can bring my own table. I can do this. But our woman is supposed to be there to be our mental stability, our backbone. So me personally, just like my wife, let me talk to you for a second. My beautiful wife. You was the backbone of our marriage. The backbone. When I was down and I was mentally fucked up, lost my job, and I wasn't the leader that I felt like I was supposed to be. You was right there to pick me right the fuck up and say, hey, here go your crown. You keep putting this on the ground, and I'm not gonna keep putting this on your head. Now, if I keep putting this crown back on your head, I'm gonna put it on somebody else's head. And I'm like, nah, that's not going. Let me put this joker back up. You know what I'm saying? You jumped in that ring and you got to throwing hands with motherfuckers for me. You was out there making sure that, hey, I know you're not making any money right now. Don't worry about it. I got you. You was taking care of this. You was taking care of that. You was taking care of that. You made sure that I was more secure, that I had a woman that can hold me down when the worst is happening to me. And that right there was the moment I knew. I was like, you know what? That's my forever woman. That is my forever woman. I am not letting her go. Maybe you about to meet me and she also in your white dress. We about to get married.
I feel like when people say, what do you bring to the table or what could you bring to the table is honestly, you don't know what I can't tell you what I'm bringing to the table. I got to see how everything goes. Like, I'm not going to just tell you, I'll give you all these great things and you have these high expectations of what this relationship is about to consist of, what it's going to be. And now I'm dropping the ball. So now you out cheating or doing whatever you feel because the expectations that you already put onto a relationship is already compromised because it's not coming in that open. It's coming in that based off of what you're saying.
Yeah. It's pressure.
Big pressure.
You putting a lot of pressure. And my thing is, nobody's listening to each other when they're talking. It's like this person is saying this person is saying this, but everybody is missing each other. It's like we can all agree to disagree, but how can we meet? How can we meet in the middle? What can we compromise? So if I'm telling you I can pay all of your bills, that's me telling you, hey, then you don't need to be working. Are you cool with that? If you're not cool with not working and not making your own money and things like that, then maybe that's a deal breaker for you.
It would because that's the dumbest thing you could possibly tell a woman. To me, honestly, is oh, don't work. I'm gonna take care of us, and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And it's like now you're applying all this pressure on yourself when, as a woman, you could still financially do everything. You can take care of every bill in the household. But the moment I walk outside and I make my own money, that money is still technically considered our money. But what if it's a rainy day? What if, God forbid, you go outside and you get hit or attacked by a dog? Now you can't work. Now ain't no money flowing in. Then what you gonna do? You had these again. You put expectations on something that you can't even have. I mean, I get it. People do save. People do make it where it's like that'd be good, but at the end of the day, you still do not know what can happen. So as a woman, I feel like you supposed to be that backbone. You are supposed to legit be working, because if something happened, or God forbid, your significant other, you lose your significant other. Now you banking on this insurance money. What if they don't get insurance money?
I used it.
You
I lost it all.
now
On
I
Mike
done
Tyson.
found out you done took loans out on your insurance policy and wasn't paying it back.
No,
Now we really into debt. Now I only got enough money to bury you.
you know, it was a for sure thing. I had to put that 35,000 on Tyson, man. It was the odds were just so good to watch him.
And the way that man
Man,
came back is exactly what happened to your career.
man.
It went down. It's
My
the
money
same.
was gone.
It's the same thing.
They say when that money gone, you gotta come home and look at your wife and have to tell your wife that you ain't got the money.
Lord.
Who? What they say? Ain't no sunshine when it's gone.
Ah,
But the main thing is like, you know, the whole table and all that other stuff, man. That me personally, that is an irrelevant question to ask. My thing is, if you just date the person instead of trying to have sex with the person, you
Yes,
will
it does.
understand how dope y'all relationship could really be. Because people don't even date no more; they go straight into the relationship. Oh, you my boyfriend, you my girlfriend, we go together. Next month we moving in together. 2 weeks later, we cheating on each other. 1 month later, we broke up. Cause we don't know each other. And that's a problem. In all honesty, it's just like we wouldn't even be having these type of debates on damn near every media platform if everybody went back to the old school way of dating. Like, don't get me wrong, yes, everybody have needs. Yes, I want some, you want some. We might want to give it to each other, but at the end of the day, me personally, it's better served earned than given. Like if I earned it, it feels 3 times better when you earn it versus when somebody give it to you. You give it to me, okay, I bust a nut, okay. Shorty had that fat ass, but man, that pussy was trash, man. Like, damn, I was all hyped up, man. She was weak as hell.
I think that's like one of the biggest deal breakers too, that people don't even tell. Like when you're not even physically connected to somebody, or you can be connected to somebody physically, but you're not even connected to them mentally or emotionally. Now you wondering why you got a psychopath busting out your windows because you didn't take your time to really get to know that person, to understand that person.
You knew Jimmy was retarded before you started fucking him. But you saw that little dick print in his sweatpants and you was like, nah, I want to see what that print was
Or you
about.
see how fat his pockets is, but whole time you get with him, he a whole bum that don't take care of his kids, and he got about 12 of them out there. He probably has baby mamas that you don't even know about.
You about to be the seventh. You fucking with a future.
Man, for sure.
Fucking with a future in this bitch. Oh, let me cool down. We're a kid friendly show, so I need to stop cussing all the time. But sometimes, you know, when you get in that mode, it's just you gotta say what's right sometimes. Sometimes you gotta say fuck, damn, bitch. Sometimes you gotta say it.
You
Like
sound like a
you
shit
gotta
little
say
girl.
it. You know what I'm through? Shit. Fuck. Well, I'm just saying, it's just like, man, like that's one of the most irrelevant questions you should be asking, especially when you first meeting somebody. That's just like somebody asking me what's my zodiac sign. The day is right there. Like, fucking you asking me what my zodiac sign is. The date is over. Because me, the zodiac does not it does not describe who you are. Because if you read majority of those damn zodiacs, they're all saying the same shit in multiple different ways. But the premise is the exact same thing. So if my premise is the exact same thing as every other zodiac, then why the hell does it matter what zodiac that I am? It doesn't matter. I am a completely different person. And then you have people out here justifying, oh, you a February Pisces or you're a March Pisces. This is stupid as shit. I'm like, you know what? Okay. You can continue with your whole delusion and voodoo witchcraft if that's what you want to go with. What's going on with you? How's your lifestyle? What's your work ethic? What's your mind like? That's what I want to know. What do you think about on a daily basis? Like when you wake up, how do you start your day? What do you like for breakfast? What's your favorite color? You feel me? Like those are the things I want to know on my first, second, maybe even third date. Like those are the things I want to
Yeah.
know.
What you bring to the table?
Like
Your longest relationship. Well, that stuff does not go. My past relationships do not define who I am today. It doesn't define my growth, my stability. It doesn't describe me where I'm at physically and emotionally. Like so, just telling somebody what you bring to the table is just it's ridiculous. It's like telling it's like telling the person, let me see what I can get into before I get into it. It's like eating a chip and putting it back because you don't like it, and you could just pick that bag of chip. Somebody else can come along in the grocery store and pick that same bag of chip up and do the same thing. Like you just dipping and dabbing and just it's like a circle just nonstop around that question.
it's dumb, and the then it leads into the whole discussion about 50-50 and all the other stuff. I'm like, that's another dumb. I'm like, to hear a woman say she's not going to 50-50 on a man with bills in today's society is crazy to me.
The rich people probably read that.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is, it don't matter where the money come from. As long as that bill is paid and we can take our trips, we can go out to eat. You know, we love our hooters. We love our hooters. We gotta go. I spend $100 every trip we go to Hooters because we gotta make sure we tip our waitress. She always give us good drinks. I don't know what she be doing. She be putting some love in them drinks. But we go to Hooters. We spend $100. As long as we can still do what we gotta do, I don't care where it comes from. Your check drop first. Okay, we're gonna take care of this. Then my check come. We gonna take care of this. That's how it's supposed to be. Me personally, men have it right now. Men have a lot more struggles when it comes down to having job stability in today's society than women. You know, women, they have a little bit more help because they have a lot of programs that they can go through that will help them get the education that they need, that will help them get certified in a lot of certain things. We got to go to a steel mill and hopefully we can get through the apprenticeship program because those programs are not easy to get through. You know, that's hard physical labor. And a lot of these young men are weak and just fragile. So it's like, it's a little bit harder for us to get to where we need to. And one thing we have to understand is not every man has the mental makeup to be a boss. Somebody has to be a worker. And that's where the problem comes in. You don't understand your particular role. If you know you don't have the mental makeup to be a boss, then you have to be the best worker available. And if you're not a boss and you're not a good worker, then guess what? You on the unemployment line, you robbing, you're stealing, you're killing, and you in jail. So it's a little bit harder for men, especially black men, to really get on. Because not all of us can dribble a basketball. Not all of us can throw, pass, catch. You know, we can't play sports. Like, not all of us can do that. But you said black man?
I feel like black men sometimes don't understand the value of things or women, um, especially when they get to that development in their life where it's like now you done went through all of these struggles with this woman, but this is the same woman that carried you and helped you get to where you need to be, and then you will turn around and snake that same woman. And then now this woman has to start over. But just know, a woman gonna have a plan when she leaves. It ain't been not a damn woman that I can say that I met, and she didn't have a plan from the time that she was fed up. Like R. Kelly said, When I'm fed up, it ain't nothing you can do.
I don't like that though. I don't
I like
like
it,
that. The reason,
but it's the fact that like I was telling you earlier, that same guy, you had this wife, and you took care of her, and she took care of you, and she helped you get your business off the ground. Now y'all done got 2, 3 business. Now you get big head. Now she's not enough for you. Now you got a side chick, and then you ended up breaking up with your wife for the side chick that you think gonna make it so much better for you when that's just a temporary fix. And now your business ain't booming how it used to boom because y'all separated everything. Now her business is thriving in another area, and yours is becoming very poor and closed down.
I don't fully disagree with that. I don't fully disagree with that. You know, we've seen the movie Why Did I Get Married? That's another example. You know, I forgot her name. Big girl. What's her name? What's her name? She's played by Jill. She played by Jill Scott. I remember her name. I don't watch the new Tyler Perry movies. I watch the plays, but I don't watch the
Sheila.
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 Yeah.
He's like,
I like the play version of that movie because it broke down what she actually did for this man. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't watch the second one. I only watched the first one. So don't jump on me, Tyler Perry fans. Don't do that. But in the play, when she was breaking it down to him, she was like, "Well, I was up all night looking at the books, and if I saw anything wrong, I got on the phone and I called. Baby, you did that? Yeah. When your workers was slacking and you was out doing your thing, I got on top of them to make sure that they was doing what they were supposed to do. You know, that's another example. You know, and I agree with that. But we also have a personal example of one of our friends where he was trying to get his comedy thing. He was trying to get all his stuff off the ground. He wasn't really making the money that you would think he would have been making to support his family. And she was downing him the whole time. She was help supporting. She was downing him. She was bashing him, making him feel like he wasn't shit. But then when he finally got fed up and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do." Now he engaged to be married. His comedy shit. He's touring. He's doing everything he can, and now he's, you know, it can go both ways. And my thing is the key word is value. Nobody sees the real value. It's just like the movie Acrimony. She had to sell what? She lost her mama house because of him trying to chase his dreams.
Yeah,
She
it
lost her
started
mama.
off. She had her mama house. She had insurance money from off her mama passing away, and then he drained her out of all of that.
She needed it
until she got weak. But it goes back to what you were saying about the whole comedy stuff. It's like in the same sense. She lost herself as well. And if when somebody start doubting you, then that means y'all somewhere down the line butting heads and nobody's listening to each other.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody's communicating no more because it's turning to hate versus let's step back or let's breathe or let's start over. Let's press the reset button.
Let's press the reset button.
Let's go back. Let's go back to dating.
Let's sit down. Let's figure out what we went wrong at.
Find out who we are because we have changed. We grew up together. We had kids together. We changed.
Let's hold each other accountable for the things that we did to each other. That's another key thing. We don't hold each other accountable. But the only thing I really dislike is why is it that you know I'm covered. Why is it that when a man is fed up, oh, you're not going nowhere. Oh, you mad? Go sleep on the couch. You not going out this house. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we gotta find ways to fix it when we're fed up. But when a woman is fed up, it's done. It's over. It's nothing we can do. We technically exhausted all our options. But when a man is fed up, we have to sit back. We have to deal with that. And when we're bringing our issues up, our issues feel like we're attacking you. What we're really telling you what's really going on. And it's just like when we're talking to you, it's just like throwing a match in a box of fireworks because now it's no, you did X, Y, Z, X, Y. Remember in 2005, you kept texting this chick named Sheila, and I told you to stop texting her. Woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, you talking about all of this? This is I'm telling you what I want you to fix to make me love you more than what I do
You want it to
now.
be fixed, or do you want it to be worked on?
I want
so it can have.
in order for
Because I could fix it,
in order for,
and they can have a Band-Aid on it. It could be something temporary.
No, I'm talking about fix. I ain't talking about putting that cheap concrete out on the street when they was trying to fill up them potholes for the wintertime. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about fix. And what I mean by fix is you actually listening to understand what I'm saying. So you can understand how can you sit back, reflect, and redirect everything that you've been doing and be like, okay, maybe I was a little harsh doing this. Maybe I was doing too much doing this. Let me try to see if I can, might have to go to therapy to help me go through things. They don't. They don't. They don't. You have some that do. Don't get me wrong. You do have some that would flat out tell you, oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. But a lot of
guys ever think like, if you telling your significant other, I need you to fix this. This needs to be worked on. Like maybe sometimes it comes off like, who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, I need you to fix that tire that you didn't fix. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like guys gotta learn how to tell women stuff softly so that she won't even feel like it's being attacked. Like, so that's why I say, let's not use that term, let's fix it. How about we come to a conclusion of like, hey, we need to work on this. Because if we work on it, now we got to understand that it's something broken down the line. Because women deep down inside got this thing where it's like, I need to fix it. I need to fix him. I need to help him. I need to create him. I need to, you know what I'm saying? So if you make her feel like that, if she feels a certain type of way, then just say, hey, let's work on this. Because even so, what my stand, I needed you to fix it and build it. And I felt like you didn't build it quick enough for me. So I said, okay, I'm going to fix it myself. But then you came in this room and we worked on it and we built something. I like that. I like that analogy. I love it. I love that. So that's why you got to understand women and how to talk to them. You can't go down and be like, because she's going to feel attacked. Yeah. But if you sit her down, feed her. Feed her. Take her, not the kids, even if you ain't got kids, feed her. That's gonna be the most time you not gonna give her a little margarita, her favorite little drinkity drink, and feed her. I get that. I get that. It's not just like my other podcast with my brother. If Equal Had a Name podcast, check that out on YouTube. Just like on my other podcast, we talked about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. All the time. And a lot of things get missed in translation. And that's the biggest thing. It's like when you say something and, with a lot of women, they're already defensive. When you approach them like, baby, look, we need to talk about something. And when you say we need to talk, oh, Lord, it's just like that. Fellas, go look at your woman dead in her face and say, baby, we need to talk about something. Watch her face. That means at any given moment, if you say the wrong thing, she about to jab you. And then she already calculated in her mind what happened back in 2005 when she caught your ass at the rink and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's about to get ready to come back up too. So it's just like, all honestly, communication is the key. Just like I said, effective communication is one of the biggest things. Is when there's substance to what we need to talk about. It's brought forth, and we've walked out this conversation with a happy medium. You got clarity, I got clarity. Now, how are we going to bring it together? You worked on it. And they got fixed.
They got fixed. And they got fixed. They got fixed. And that's one of the things like I'm just I've been through a lot of my life dealing with past relationships and things just didn't go right. You know, I expressed myself. When you express yourself in today's society, women call you weak minded and it's just like, damn, I don't have a voice. Like, damn, I gotta sit here and just take this and take this and take this. And then when I say something, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I think women's main problem is when something needs to be fixed and you don't know how to fix it, or it's more so then becomes when your man have a problem, he comes to you because he likes to be more. He might be more direct than you. Now it's like the woman get to play victim. And now the issue is not gonna get resolved on how you felt because now all of a sudden you got to deal with all the emotions that she's feeling that she probably been holding in. And then since you want to speak up, she want to speak up, and then it just becomes something nasty and vicious. And now y'all not talking, and now ain't nobody got no cheats or nothing like that. So
just like I can't get any cheats because you got an attitude, and it be crazy to me because it's like. You get mad, I gotta fix it. You make me mad, then I get. It's like you make me mad, I get mad, then you get mad because I got mad, and then guess what? I had to fix it. Like God damn it! Why do I gotta be Bob the Builder all the
same reason why sometimes guys just don't know how to say I need a minute. Like that would help you out a lot with your wife versus or your significant other versus walking around with attitude. Just say simply, I need a minute. And then your significant other just need to respect your boundaries. But I think guys don't say that like, I need a minute. Give me a moment.
You hate when I do it. Okay. All right.
No, when you're mad, I give you your moment. Then I come back and say, are we done? Or you want to keep it going?
Like you still has with the okay. All right.
If we still keep it going, I'm gonna leave you alone because I would want that same respect boundary of if I'm mad, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm mad, I'm gonna take everything you say right now as an attack versus me saying like, okay, I see why I messed up at. I see the problem. Mm-hmm. I see what we can fix, that we can work on it to get it fixed. I understand that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like sometimes men don't know how to express themselves, and women only know how to express themselves the way that they're used to.
Okay, so I got a question. I'm not gonna raise my hand. I got a question though. How can we not take today's energy, negative energy, let's say negative energy, because it's positive, of course, I want to take it to the next level. How can we take today's negative energy and stop it from going into tomorrow's energy?
Well, communication. It's gonna have to start with communication. If it's something that both of you all want to to work on or to fix, and you know you ain't going nowhere, I'm not going nowhere. It starts with communication. Just say again, hey, I need a moment. We need to talk. I got a few things that's on my mind. Don't start it off over no text message. Don't start it off over no phone call.
Text messages, boy.
You simply can still have a casual conversation. It's gonna sound a little phony, but you can still have a casual conversation throughout the day so that you know, like, I'm not gonna come from a bad place. I'm not angry or nothing like that. So when I do see you in your face, we've been cool all day, right? So by the time I come to you, I'm like, I'm gonna need a moment of your time. I got some things on my mind that we probably need to fix.
I mean, fuck all that. Man. What we eating tonight? Trying none of that shit that you talking about. Fucking, I'm hungry. I know you hungry. I'm hungry. We'll talk about that shit later. I'm hungry now. What are we eating, goddammit? That's how I be. I was like, you know what? She didn't tell me, she didn't ask me what I want to eat today. So I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta tell her I'm hungry. Okay. And here I'm picking my phone up. So did you want me to grab something from the store on my way home, or what we doing about eating tonight? I don't never get a quick response because I know she bullshitting with me. I know she playing with me. I'm like, she knows mine. I ain't worried about it. And about 10, 15 minutes later, I don't know what you want to eat. Okay, all right, she ain't too pissed off. And so almost getting in. I'm getting in now. I'm getting in now. Well, yeah, we can always say make the kids something quick. You trying to go to who? So you gotta sweet talk it. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that, oh, that's when the smiley emojis come in. She trying to play it all half the time. Like, okay, we can go, okay. But I know she's smiling, cheesing hard as hell. I know she is. Yeah, I'm like, okay, when we get there, we have our conversation. Uncomfortable conversations is the best conversation you will ever have. You will ever have. And if you're not able to have an uncomfortable conversation with your partner, that's going to be a detriment because you can talk about your insecurities. You can clear all of that. You can talk about what you're not comfortable with. You can talk about how you don't feel secure enough. You can talk about how you're not satisfied sexually and things like that. Like those are important things to talk about, even though they're uncomfortable. Those are important things to talk about because who the hell want to sit there and be like, damn, I'm not pleasing my woman. Who wants to talk about that? But at the end of the day, at least I know, okay, I have to step my game up because if I don't step my game up, somebody else gonna be boyfriend knocking the bottom of lunch break and shit. Exactly. So it's like those are things that need to be talked about. Like it has to be uncomfortable. Has to be. That's just like you like, damn, I'm trying to give you some head, but goddamn it, your shit stank. You gotta figure out something to do. It's just figure out something to do with that. Like I can't be down there and smelling that. Like, no, I need you to figure it out because this is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I know it pleasures you. Mm-hmm. I want to pleasure you as much as I need to, but if it's fishy or the pH balance is not where it needs to be, I'm not giving you that. You might get the talking about some your balls a little dry because they're sweaty. It smell like you've been in the gym all damn day. Now you want somebody to love on that? Not happening. Hey, but that's. I feel like sometimes though with guys, the uncomfortable conversation. I could be wrong, but the uncomfortable conversations, if you can't have one, I feel like the main source is a woman is going to unlock a different side of you and your insecurities. And I feel like that's why most guys don't have uncomfortable conversations. They don't like them. Most of the time, we don't want to put ourselves in a vulnerable situation where you will look at us like. But a woman's supposed to. See, the thing is, a woman's nature already has y'all vulnerable because y'all don't know how to. I want to say stop talking, but y'all don't know how to stop expressing yourself. Like a man, you can sit there and you can express yourself to the rooftop, and we'll just sit there and look at you like this. Okay. Well, you ain't got nothing to say. I really, you didn't say I'm a piece of shit, pretty much. What do you want? What else do you want me to do? Like I can't say women can come and they can find a better way of telling you something. And it's just like men shut down just like women do. And our version of shutting down is not to say something disrespectful. Because we know when we're being attacked, we know how far we can take it. And we don't want to take it there. So 9 times out of 10, we'll probably just stop talking. Now you do got some of those men that sassy as hell that will go back and forth, that will legit have a screaming match or even put their hands on the female, and that right there, that's just doing too much in my book. That's just entirely doing too much. Like you don't have to do all of that to get your point across. If your woman respects you enough, your point is going to get across regardless. And if your woman don't respect you, then you have to look at yourself and figure out what is that you're doing that you don't have that respect from your lady. That's on you. That's not on me.
I feel like if a woman don't respect you and she undermining you, that means she's not for you. Because a woman that is for you, no matter what goes on, she's going to make sure that you have that respect that you need, that you desire, that you deserve. And a lot of women, if you got somebody that don't respect you, then it's you liked it. That's how that toxic part come in. Stop playing with me. That's how that toxic that's how that toxic plan come in. Now you wondering why your woman beating on you. You gotta understand.
She look like she's sweet, don't she? But behind closed doors, she beats on me and call me a bitch ass man.
I wish.
Beat on me and call me a bitch ass nigga. You see how big I am compared to her? She be knocking my big ass out. Yeah. Yeah, it's just you just have to be ready to have an uncomfortable conversation. You have to be ready to listen and understand. You have to be ready to compromise.
I think those uncomfortable conversations, it'll help you out a lot to really understand who you dealing with in your partner and where they at mentally. Like being in previous relationships and just saying like little slick stuff just to see how you gonna react to it. Or I think with a woman too, a lot of those uncomfortable conversations stops with us for the simple fact that I could tell you something personal, or I could tell you the reason why I am who I am today, and then you use that against me in our first argument. Now I already know as a woman that I can't trust you.
Can't trust. Can't trust you.
So now I'm not going to have an uncomfortable conversation because the line of trust is gone.
It's like you can't use what I tell you against me, and that's what a lot of men. That's the reason why a lot of men don't do it because we'll get vulnerable and we'll tell everything that's going on with us, what our heart desires, what our mind desires. We'll tell you our secrets, and then soon as the first, I don't want to say fight, we in our house they call harsh fellowships. That's what we call them. We don't argue. We have harsh fellowships. You throwing it back in my face. You throwing it back in my face. And then it's like, you know what? I should have never told you nothing. And then when we break up, you telling another mom everything that I told you. And now my business is getting around and around and around. And I trusted you with my darkest secrets. I trusted you with my mental stability. And now you pretty much you just shitted on me after I opened up to you. And that's why a lot of men don't do it. That's why we don't do it. One thing that was different when between me and you was that you was able to consistently share everything that was going on with you from damn near day one. Like you was an open book. You didn't sugarcoat shit. You didn't hold nothing back. You was telling me what was up, the when, the where, the why, the how, and I was like, Lord, I'm like, damn, what? Really?
But some people will be looking at me like, but it's supposed to help you instead of using it against somebody. It helps you. It helps you understand the person that you have. It helps you understand. Okay, when you said, "I know I need to be doing this," if you mad, I need to move like this. If I know something is on your mind, I need to move like this. It's the same way of like when we got together and we start opening up more and more and you was telling me what was going on, your previous relationships and stuff like that. It helped us. It helped us grow. It helped us like, I know this man gonna get mad, I'm about to spend some money, but I'm gonna spend it anyway. And then he just gonna have to he gonna have to hit my mouth. Or I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it on your side of the closet. Or I'm just gonna say, Like I did the other day. What you wearing? Let you figure it out so I could just say, it don't matter, I grab you something anyway. You can just go.
Oh my God.
You just go ahead and put this on. Don't even worry about it. Because
What shoes you gonna wear? Like, what? I just got off work. You talking about what? You been home all day. You normally pick it anyway.
I'm glad you say that to say, like, I know a lot of men would tell you exactly who they are and what they missing and what they need. It's just you gotta make sure you're listening. Because it's like I could show you everything that you never had. I can give you what you never had. I can give you what you desire. But it gotta come back both ways. It can never be a resolving door. That's just like saying, I wanna fix the problem, but you wanna put a band-aid on. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say you can't fix nothing until you work on it. Yeah. And it has to be a team effort. Yeah. So coming in, asking what you bring to the table is like saying this gonna be a 50-50 relationship.
That's it goes hand in hand. Because my thing is, people have 50-50 misconstrued. When people say 50-50, only thing you hearing is bills. Mm-hmm. There's more to a relationship than bills. Mm-hmm. You have your home aspect, and then you have the financial aspect. My thing is, if I'm paying 50% of the bills, and guess what? I got to take care of 50% of the house. My wife might cook on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I might cook on the other days because we're going 50-50. Mm-hmm. If I'm paying 70% of the bills, that means my wife is probably a part-time worker, so she's going to be home more. So she's going to be taking care of 70% of the house. When I come in, I'm going to have the toilet tissue. I'm going to have the Lysol wipes, the soap, and everything that's needed for the house to be taken care of, so she can make sure she's maintaining her 70% of the house. If my wife is doing 80% of the bills, then that means I gotta get my lazy ass up and do 80% of the household. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably unemployed.
Teamwork.
Because when my job filed for bankruptcy out the blue, and I had to come home and look my wife in the face,
first of all, you play too much. And I thought it was a legit joke.
I was joking. I would have definitely played because I'm like,
motion to a demotion with a whole.
Went from about to get a promotion to fired. Like, I'm like, whoa, the whole company. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to come home and tell my wife, who's already unemployed, that I'm unemployed now. But one thing I can honestly say, you got up and you went to work. You went to work. You showed me exactly what the fuck you can do. And that's why we took the steps that we took, and that's why you was my Miss Green. You're no longer Jessica Myers. Yeah. Because you was taking care of basically 70% of the bills. Because my little unemployment, my little $2.99, my little $2.99 a week, it was coming in handy, goddammit. But it wasn't taking care of what really needed to be taken care of. And while she was out getting that money, I got my ass up. I made sure the crib was clean. I made sure the kids was ready to go to school. I made sure that she was good. I didn't give her no issues. I made sure she was stressed. I tried to make sure she was stressed. Let me fix that. I tried to make sure she was stress free because when she come home, it's always something in the corner that I done probably missed. And she probably gonna get a Q-tip. Be like, you gotta do it like this. I'm like, you know what? It's time to get my black ass back to work. I'm not gonna play with you all day. It's back to work.
Hand in hand. Then reverse back. You're gonna get your. Mm-hmm. Sometimes men have to be okay with the woman helping and taking care of them. It's like a pride thing. Like, oh yeah, she could never. I ain't never gonna have my woman talk to me any kind of way or making me feel like I'm this little itch. It's like it's not that. It's the motivation of, all right, you ain't got it, I got it, and it goes back from even when before I even started working. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get rid of this car. I'm trying to be out of a car. And we weren't even together that long. He was like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. Got a car now. Right before we get on the plane. Right so,
on the plane. So who birthday was? Low birthday. What it was?
It was either yours or
Nah,
Lowe's.
this was like January. I want to say no.
No, that was our first cabin trip. I want to say.
Okay, yeah. That was for our cabin trip. It was crazy because the car came the day of. The day of, we had to go catch our flight, and it snowed. I was like, we might want to leave, but I never had seen the snow came.
Exactly, but the roles have reversed because like now it's back to now I get to work my little part time and still bring in my little my income. I ain't gonna say my love because it definitely makes up, but I bring in my income. I pay my portions of what I felt like I wanted to pay. You took over the major things to just make sure that we stay afloat. Like got a roof over head, bills is paid. You don't have to worry about that stuff now when you get back on your feet. But it's just all about working together.
It's about teamwork, and that's what's missing in today's Black relationships. Teamwork. Nobody wants to work as a team. Everybody wants to be the fucking boss. Is not everybody can be the boss. Just like I said earlier, somebody has to be the worker.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I went to work because I can't be a stay-at-home mom.
Somebody has to be the worker. Not everybody can be the boss. Mm-hmm. Even if we are two alphas, somebody has to take this step back. And at the end of the day, a man is always supposed to lead. I don't care if I was making less money. At the end of the day, I'm going to lead this family. And one thing I love about you the most was even when I was on unemployment, only bringing in that little $2.99 every week, you still looked at me as the leader of this household. You didn't treat me no differently. You didn't talk down to me. You didn't look at me like I was a little boy. Any decision that needed to be made, you always ran it by me first. That's where a lot of women mess up at, is because when they're in the alpha situation and their man is not at the alpha level that they're in, they look down, they talk crazy, and well, you need to get like me, and this is this. Well, how about you teach him how to get like you? His mindset might not even be there. You don't even know what he's going through mentally at this point. He might be going through a depression. You don't know what he have going on, but you're too busy living your lifestyle, making sure that you do this X, Y, Z, and that's cool enough. But you have to understand, your man is going to lead you in the right direction if you show that you fully believe in him. And when I mean believe in him, you just can't look him in the face and tell him, oh, you believe in him. He needs to feel that you believe him. He needs to feel that you understand that we go as far as you take us. If he don't feel that, then he's going to be damn near on a solo mission trying to figure out how can he fix himself besides, you know what I'm saying, how he going to fix himself besides trying to appease you and trying to be keeping up with the Joneses with you, because that might not be his mindset. So that's just me. That's just me. That's
I think people put gender roles on things too much. Mm-hmm. And that's why you gotta ask yourself, like, how can you benefit me? That's what you bring to the table. So how could you benefit me? And it's not about benefiting nobody, because then that's how you all get into it about, oh, I do this and I do that and you do this and I do that. So it just piggyback. Just work on it to fix it.
Work on it to fix it.
No gender roles.
No gender roles. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because you never know, as a man, you never know when you might be down. You might need your lady to take over a particular role until you get back on your feet. And as a woman, you're going to always understand that your man, when he's on, he's going to always be right there for you. That's how it's supposed to be. But I want to thank everybody for listening to our little plot twist. You know, we talked about a lot of things, and hopefully we helped somebody today. Hopefully. We're praying.
I don't care if you do.
I'm pretty sure you know. But thank you all. This is Unexpected Twist. Until next time, we'll check y'all out.